Wasn't he shot? Why don't I help you? How is your family? I must diversify. They play tennis all afternoon. They can solve complex mathematical problems. At least, our parents are garbage collectors. He would do it later. Shouldn't he give his name after 1 month? He prefers to work alone rather than with a group. I'm in the room where the games are. My son came home yesterday. I need to declare some items. Didn't finish it the previous evening? Can she babysit every year? Don't we rarely have to do manicures? Please help. Why did you buy it? The country's culture is reflected in its food and art. They like to run in the morning. Chatty. They had been trying to have a baby for years until they finally decided to adopt. Then I can analyze it. Are summers hot where you live? Could you please pass the salt? Can I talk to a social worker? The special effects in the movie were amazing. They are dancing at the party. Properly. There is an internet problem on your side. Resignation. Trustworthy. I was starving after that long walk. They don't care. The house they bought is close to the beach. This way the recipe will be both delicious and nutritious. Our working hours are from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Friday. International relations are shaped by economic, political and cultural factors. The dog is too big for my apartment. Scalable. I am bored. Can you add more salt to my food? Was my mother-in-law a sports reporter? I never gave it much thought. It's been a long week. I needed this party. If you have any questions, please contact me or my team. I always wear a helmet when cycling. Many clinical trials were conducted during the development of the new drug. This product is defective. Can I replace it? If he takes a taxi, he will arrive on time. Was their cousin the second man? They have dinner together every evening. Let me know if you need to talk. I was very impressed with their skills. Didn't he disagree from time to time? His contribution to the project was appreciated by the team. The exam was harder than I expected. He bought a new car last week. We will have a meeting in the morning. I like ice cream. I just got a promotion at work. Did they finish their homework before playing video games? We had eaten dinner when the guests arrived. I don't publish. The decision was widely discussed. I promise. Should we warn? They would lead 5 weekends later. I was very surprised to receive a promotion at work. It didn't interest me. Could you pass me the salt, please? I shouldn't bring a baby into her life like this. He poured himself a glass of wine. They won't hate. We flew to London for the holiday. Cake cookies. I hope you get well soon. He commits a murder. I may want to. I saw a cow in the city. How often does he go for a run? How have you been? He's bored with his TV show. I enjoy the old coin. Also take a look. They were not employed 4 years ago. Eating out every day is very expensive. We can turn this place into a home. Evaluate technology. Luckily I got it. It will take 1 day. Is there a fresh meat counter in the store? We won't be doing engineering anytime soon. He is a scientist and conducts research on climate change. Put on top. He will have finished the report when the meeting starts. The book I lost was my favorite book. You can use my phone. Don't they do carpentry often? Did we influence? We can't get it after a month. We'll pilot every month. We often have dinner with friends. Can I exchange this item for store credit? He went to the library to borrow some books. He goes to the library every week. Is my spouse an auditor? I am a naughty child and I never clean my room. We can turn this place into a home. Not visiting. The New York Times is the most read newspaper in the United States. They missed the deadline and had to suffer the consequences. I knew. It took me a while to solve the puzzle, but I finally did it. I don't know what to say. Properly. Don't we clean after one night? Am I studying right now? The top of the mountain was covered with snow. They were destroyed during the night. Consistency in yoga practice leads to greater flexibility. It can wait every week. We were watching a match when our team scored a goal. He's training for a marathon. When they return from vacation, we will have moved into a new house. I have to. I'm sure the weather will be nice tomorrow. How satisfying. Their mother-in-law was a decorator. This is cheap for New York. What will you do tomorrow? How do you go to work? I don't notice anything special about the current situation. I don't like watching horror movies. Later, not a historian. Play your cards right. I won't care. Can you show me the way? Can you go to the party? I am available. The sun shines brightly. Personal. We should call them later, right? The food was insufficient for the number of guests. It's very cold here in winter. I learned a lot of things from you. His brother was an accountant. How do you go to work? My husband is a stewardess. Friend stewardess. Are you putting it annually? He was an anthropologist at the time. He can often be a sports announcer. I can't deny that I'm a little depressed. The company will expand its operations in the coming months. We were tired towards evening because we had been hiking in the mountains all day. It will rain tomorrow, so bring an umbrella. I left school at 15. You always make me laugh. Can't I pull it? He never forgets his keys. The actors will rehearse for weeks for the play. I'll have key lime pie for dessert. Stay safe, okay? I will use technology to improve my English. Am I growing? Should be mentioned. It was a good try. Which is your favorite museum? Isn't he playing? If you had set the alarm, we wouldn't have gotten much sleep. It was delicious. I can't find my keys. At the end of the day, they will have finished their homework. The laptop I use for work is very reliable. Actually, I work with John too. Have you heard about the latest project we're working on? I have been working at school for 6 hours. Do you have any hobbies? Did we do engineering annually? Still, there are some uncertainties we need to resolve. We have. He will lose often. I have to attend the meeting tomorrow. They become foremen after a century. It may not suppress. Can you race with the car driver at sunrise? He goes to the store on his bike. The current state of the economy is uncertain. We answer frequently. He hopes to become a successful writer one day. I also want to suggest a different approach. I've been working here for 5 years. Isn't nighttime preferable? Shouldn't we become lieutenants immediately? Do you think it will rain? Finally, do you sell fresh juices? They are engineers. I don't shoot at noon.